Welcome to my INDYX styling series. I wanted to start out with going by season. So I figured I would start by going season by season. And within the seasons, I'm going to split them into just very generic categories. So for example, we're coming upon summer. So I'm starting with summer, and I'm starting with a collection that I called Summer Casual. And then I think I will also do a dressy summer and a going out summer. Possibly they may be merged into one, because within the tags I do delineate going out and kind of dressy is what I call it. So I might just combine that just for the sake of brevity. And then I think, I don't know. I also do have a tag called Mommy and Me. So these are things that I would wear like to Mommy and Me classes, like things I'm doing with my son that, you know, you don't want to have to be worried about fussing with pulling your shirt up or, you know, certain types of shorts or skirts. So, but I don't think I'm going to separate that, because within casual, I can just search the Mommy and Me tag. So I'm going to do summer casual. Probably I'll just call it like summer dressy, and then I'll have going out and kind of dressy outfits within that category. And I think that that's it. I'm not sure. So basically, I'm going to start with summer casual. I am going to go through every single summer outfit that I have already created, starting with the oldest first, and then that will kind of give you an idea of even my small style evolution within the time that I've been working on cataloging my wardrobe, so about a year, or exactly a year. And I'm going to cut things like I mentioned in my original INDYX video. I have not tried a lot of these outfits on. Like, I just used it as a scrolling pastime and saved the outfits. But now that I am kind of combing back through everything, I may not show every single try on for the channel, but I will personally be trying everything on and seeing what actually, you know, looks good as a concept, you know, on the body. So I'll be cutting things that way. And I will also, once I get to the more recently created summer outfits, I will need to go in and incorporate some of the new items that I have added into my wardrobe, like over the past few months, that I haven't had the time to go through and create outfits for. So that's how we're going to do this, at least for now. Right now, I'm just going to just put a scroll on the screen of all of the outfits that I have created so far for summer casual, and then I will start getting into the try-ons and talking about if there's anything that I'm going to be getting rid of, why that is in regards to the try-ons. And then I also wanted to mention, this was something that I had on my to-do list for the year in general for INDYX, was to go through all of the outfits and really add accessories. So I didn't really do that initially when I was just creating outfits just in my spare time. I was more focused on top, bottom, bag, and shoes. Once everything is finalized and I've gotten rid of any outfits that just didn't look good, didn't work, you know, that great in real life, I'm going to go through and add any accessories that, you know, I think would add something to the outfit. I'm not a big accessory, like an accessorizing type person. I'm really just trying to focus on the core of the outfit right now, but that is something that I want to get better at. So actually there are a couple things that I want to touch on currently without adding in the really new items that I've added to my wardrobe. I have almost 500 summer casual outfits, and that's just one season. So obviously this is like a lifetime thing for me. I don't want to have to really do this again. Obviously you'll change and you'll want to change certain items up in your wardrobe and how you present them and what kind of outfits you wear with them. But mainly I want to do this so that next year I can just open up the calendar and I've already put in, this is what you're wearing on this day, and I'll change, you know, depending on weather or depending on like special occasions. But I really just I just don't want to have to think about it anymore, if that makes sense. That's one of my main reasons for doing it, also to really hone in on my personal style. Another thing I want to mention is that if you see like the outfit layouts, you'll see some outerwear, and that's because I have repurposed them for multiple seasons. So like for summer, spring, obviously it would be without the coat, but then I could also wear that outfit in the colder months with a jacket or coat. And then you'll also see that I include multiple bags and shoes in some of the outfits. So this may change once I do the actual try-ons, but it's really just, you know, what I think in my head is going to look good, or also just trying to not use the same handful of bags and shoes all the time to really get a good rotation in. But, you know, I'm sure there will be some that you can wear multiple different bag and shoe combinations, but so I'm not worried about, oh, just cut it down to one bag or cut it down to one shoe. You know, I'm open. And I also want to try to think about how I want to look and feel in the outfits, like the kind of vibe I want to give off. And here's a scroll of my summer Inspo Pinterest board, just for an idea. And I don't plan on like mercilessly axing things that don't fit that vibe to a T, but I am going to try to be very conscious when editing down the outfits that I get as close to that vibe as possible. But also I want to keep in mind outfits that aren't necessarily inspired by that or by anyone or any aesthetic, but that just feel right to me and I just feel like comfortable and, you know, myself in. So that's it. All right, so I'm gonna start off by 1, trying on things that I haven't tried on before, and 2, trying on things that I'm not sure really fit the vibe for whatever season I'm going for. So these pants I really don't wear that much, so it was really just making outfits just with anything that matched like color-wise with it and seeing what sticks. So this is one of the first ones that I'm not too sure about. I think I have worn this before actually, but I'm also going to see if there's any new ways I can think of that actually fit the vibe I'm going for now that I've honed in on that a little bit more with these pants, and then I can make the determination as to whether or not I'm going to keep them. So here's the actual, like, I was gonna try it with these 2 bags and then these shoes, and then if I do end up liking and wanting to keep this outfit, I'll see if there's like one shoe or bag combination that I want to stick with. So if, when possible, I'd like to not have like layouts that have a bunch of options. Like I want it to be something I've tried on and I've decided that, okay, yes, this is how I want to feel. So, all right, so already none of the shoes that I had with it, I think, looked like what I would want to, you know, it doesn't look like how I want to present. And again, I don't know if I'm like crazy about these pants. I'm gonna see if there's any other combinations for summer that I can make work, but I do really like this top with this bag, and I ended up using my just plain like black leather flip-flops for this because everything else was just like the ballet flats. Actually, let me put on the ballet flats and show you, but the red Mary Janes, no. It's just too like matchy and just not my vibe. So let's try the ballet flats. Okay, so no, and you can kind of see why obviously trying things on in person is definitely going to help you, you know, feel out what's going to be the best combo. So for now, I'm going to delete every combo except for this bag and then these black shoes, and then I'm gonna see if there's any other tops that I feel go with these pants, because I don't want to keep these pants just to have one outfit, if that makes sense. So I see what I have for these pants. So here's the item, and then let's go to outfits. Oh, okay. There's some, oh, not that many. So I guess let's just try on, since I have these pants on and there's not that many outfits, let's try on these other outfits with it and start, you know, chopping away. Okay, so I started with this outfit, and I immediately, once I put this on, I cut this bag. So I'm gonna take that off. And I also cut these shoes, and I'll show you how that combination looks really quick. And then I'll show you what I ended up finalizing. All right, so it's a vintage city bag, and it's just, one, it's too bulky. The hardware, I feel, needs to be silver and not bronzy like this. And then for the shoes, I think that I needed something sleeker and more minimal on the toes. So this big white strap going across, even though it has silver hardware, I feel like it's just too chunky for this look. So, but yeah, I actually really like this. It's really comfortable. This is a little tight on the waist here, so I like that this top is like A-line and flowy and lots of, you know, very breezy. So yeah, no to this bag. Let me show you what is a winning combination. So I decided to go with this Thierry Mugler bag. It's a vintage like 2000s bag, and for an open toe I did some vintage like Gucci mules. Are they mules or they're just open toed sandals? I don't know. And then some just beige Manolo Blahnik. These are closed toed. I think are these called the Carry? I think they are. So yeah, I was surprised that I didn't mind the closed-toed look, because it's a very summer, I don't know, like early dinner outfit. Could be a vacation outfit as well. I was surprised that the closed-toed didn't look bad. Yeah, I think this bag, how it's a little cooler tone than the city bag, it flows better. And then here are the pumps. Let's do the sandals. Same kind of deal with the open toed. I don't know if you can really tell from on camera, but the sandals are a cool tone beige, and I think that that's just exactly what this outfit needs. So I'm going to save. I am keeping 2 shoe combinations. I know I said I wasn't going to try to do that a lot, but when it actually does work, it's an obvious choice. Sometimes I did it for like just brainstorming and seeing what works once it's tried on, but now that it's tried on, I like this bag instead of the city bag, and then these shoes or the pumps. Oh, and then so I have a new wish list item. I think that this bag, let's see, would it be here? Wish list. I think that this bag would be really cute with this outfit. It's a Paloma Wool 10-year anniversary bag. So I'm gonna add that there. And then let's see if there's any date night, going out, kind of dressy, sandals, casual, spring, summer. Cool. So I updated the tags based on the changes that I made, and we are saving. Okay, so another outfit with these pants was, where'd it go? This one. And it just, this top and these bottoms just aren't flattering on me. And these are a little sheer, so having another sheer-ish top, I think helps, but this one is just super opaque and it just looked awkward. So I'm actually going to delete my first outfit. And like, I've worn this before, but I just don't know if I actually like am married to these shoes with these bottoms. Let's see, what else do I want to touch on? Anyway, so I'll try all these on really quick. I might do some off camera, but I did want to show you some combinations that I just thought of. So I think that these bottoms being with, you know, part of an all white outfit is the move. I don't know if all these are gonna work. Like, this one is semi sheer at the bottom, so that might be cool. This one, I don't know if like it really goes together with the vibe of the pants, but I think these might actually work. This one's a vintage Miss 60 top, and then this hysteric glamour shirt. I think it might work, so I'll try them on and show you guys if they end up working. Oh, and then this is the top. I love this top. I got it on Depop, but unfortunately with this top with these pants are just a no-go. Okay, so this is so fun. Actually, I wish I would have like started doing this sooner, but I really had to take the time and like go through, you know, just picking things blind, I guess. But yeah, this top actually does look good with these pants. And then this has been my everyday bag for a while. It's a big old shoulder bag with silver hardware and many pockets. I think that this is such an easy breezy like summer casual outfit. And for the shoes in summer, I absolutely still love my mesh ballet flats. And then, so I was thinking those or these, which I'm quickly learning are going to be like a staple for me this year. I ended up not going with these. It's just a little too much coverage on the foot. I don't know. It's not terrible, but I just feel like the flip-flops are just like you put it on and you're like, okay, it fits like a puzzle piece. Yeah, I feel comfortable in this. Like I would have absolutely no second thoughts about walking out in this. So this is a go. I'm going to add this to my summer collection. Again, this is so much fun. I actually like this top with these pants. And yeah, I was a little surprised. Clearly when I was making outfits for these bottoms, I didn't put these two together, but after a second look, I really like it. I like it with this bag too. And then I have my red ballet flats with these, and not that it's been more difficult styling the brighter red double strap Mary Jane red patent leather shoes than these, because these are a little deeper, like bloodier red. And the other ones kind of feel costumey, or they can lean that way. So yeah, I actually like it with these shoes. And obviously my black flip-flops are also an option. I have these really cool Skechers like mesh Mary Janes, and then obviously my mesh ballet flats, which actually, I don't know, it's not that I have problems like styling these, but I feel like you really have to, I don't know, it just really has to feel right with these shoes is what I'm finding. And these aren't bad, but I don't know, I feel like it's just too much black at the bottom. It's a similar reason why I didn't go with these, because it's just too like, okay, white, red, some other colors in between, and then big old black shoes. It just felt a little too much. But yeah, the flip-flops, it just feels like, okay, this feels like an outfit. Yeah, so I'm gonna add this one as well and get going with the last little muscle tank top shirt. I like this again, but I'm doing the red bag with this top and with the black flip-flops. And then for a second option, I'm doing, and so for this one, really similar tops. I can't really explain it. It's just putting it on and it just feels right. So I'm doing my mesh Mary Janes. Yeah, for whatever reason, I feel like it goes with this. And then I'm doing this black bag. I'm not doing the red ballet flats with this. It's just a little too, maybe because it's a rainbow, it's a little too like, I don't know, like rainbow bright. I like the mesh shoes with this top over the hysteric glamour shirt. So I'm putting these into the capsule. I really wasn't like sure I was even gonna keep these white pants, but it's amazing what just trying something on and just being tactile with it can do. So you can find really great combinations you wouldn't think of, you know, by doing your scrolling and making outfits, or by just taking some time and just starting to put things on. So again, this is so much fun. So just to show you, I am saving the layout like this, so I understand that, okay, with these shoes, I want this bag, and with these shoes, I want this bag. All right, so I wanted to show another example of IRL versus your, scrolling digitally. So this is what I had before. And I've actually worn this. I don't know if I actually wore these shoes. Again, I'm having a little bit of difficulty with these, but I think my thought process was, oh, let me find some things that will work with these shoes. And I came up with this. And then for the bag, I think I was thinking, oh, okay, I don't know, beige, because I can't think of anything else in my collection that will work. So let me show you what I came up with after putting things on. At first, I was just going to delete this top and bottom combo, but then I added just earrings, no other accessories. Once I added just little earrings, then I decided, okay, I actually am going to keep this top and bottom combo. So let me show you the bag and shoe that I ended up with. I guess I could mention that this bag is very new. I just got this spring. So when I was doing this top and bottom combo, I didn't have this bag as an option. I had a black Balenciaga City bag with like bronzish hardware. I also had a Givenchy bag, which I'll show you, but I just feel like this 2000s vintage bag like fits the bill more than the Givenchy, but I'll get it because it has silver hardware and show you guys. But yeah, the black flip-flops again, these are gonna be so clutch, and they're gonna give me so many more. They're just so simple, but they add a cool factor even though they're just flip-flops. So because they're leather and they're just very what do you call it, understated, I feel like they can kind of bring like a cool factor to any outfit. It's really simple. So yeah, I actually really like this. I added these earrings and I was like, oh, okay, this makes sense. But without the earrings, for whatever reason, I wasn't a fan. I don't know why, but just with these little hoops, I feel like, okay, this feels like me, and I'm going to delete that option I showed you and replace it with this. I mean, I don't know, it's all right. And you can wear, this is more like a winter bag for me though. But I don't know, I just feel like this one, something about the zippers on the outside and the more like pronounced hardware, like the bigger circles, the big zipper, it's just the shape of it, the sides, I just feel like this one goes better. But this is my other black bag, and it also is a crossbody. I don't know, maybe, but no, I feel like I'm only gonna add this bag to it as an option. Okay, so this top, I actually absolutely love the colors. It's from Nasty Gal, maybe from like, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 years ago. What is with this cut? I think it's a size 2, and I think when I initially got it, I had to size down just because if you wear it like where you feel like the bust line would be, which is here, like, under your side, like it's so revealing. I don't understand how it's supposed to fit, but I mean, it's not my ideal halter silhouette, but I just really like these colors. And then from the side, I'm not wearing the right like undergarments, but from the side, I like it. Like it feels haltery, but what is this? Like, is it because it's a V-neck and not like, I don't know, something about the cut is just off. But anyway, I initially had it just from scrolling. I initially had it with a vintage Gucci bag and then Gucci sandals, probably just because I was thinking, okay, beige bag, beige shoes. It was just easy. And I do like the Gucci sandals. I actually have worn this for my husband's birthday dinner like a few years ago, probably with the Gucci bag, I'm not sure. Obviously way before I ever had the INDYX app. I do still like these sandals, and I think that this is really the only shoe option that I'm going for these. But let me show you the Gucci bag with it, which, it works, but when I show you guys the bag that I am gonna, when I show you guys the bag that I actually chose for this outfit, I feel like you're gonna see why I'm not doing this. But I mean, it's not bad, but I just feel like the other one works better. I'll do it last. So I tried the Gucci bag. I tried my Mugler bag again. No, maybe with a different bottom, this and this could work, but no, not that one. And I also have this, which I don't use as much as I would like. Color wise, yes. With these pants, no, just something about it, no. But this I feel works really well because it does hang like below the hip line. And yeah, I don't know, just something about this feels right. And I don't have a lot of outfits with this bag, at least for now, and I'm hoping to change that. But yeah, this is a cute little vacation fit, I feel like. So I am gonna keep this top. I was gonna nix it. I mean, I don't know. If I hadn't said anything, would you guys be like, what is up with the shape of that or the cut of that halter? It's weird. It's definitely weird, but I just can't bring myself to get rid of it. Okay, so when I was putting away that Nasty Gal halter, I had this on the same hanger and I was like, oh, why didn't I think of this together? So I think this with the Gucci bag works. And also with, these are just my go-to casual summer sandals. So, but if I didn't want to wear like a little kitten heel, okay, maybe these, and that it really like gives like a 70s vibe. And these sandals I actually don't have a lot of outfits with, so any reason to be able to use these more. They're like a platform slip-on mule, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like the Gucci ones look like, okay, 10 out of 10, it looks good. These, they'll work. I'm gonna save it as an option and, you know, see if I actually am, you know, when I am ready to actually wear this outfit out, if I feel like these still go, but I'm gonna add this in too. So I think I've exhausted everything I can for these pants for summer at least. I really can't go into thinking about the other seasons, otherwise I'll just never get this done. So I really have to just focus on the season at hand and keep it pushing. Let me show you all of what I've created now. And yeah, it's just really like, these pants are a great example to start with, because at first I was like, honestly, I don't even wear these that much. Like I probably should sell them or donate them. But now like, I feel like I've welcomed them back into the fold, and I can find like outfits that with items that I already have that really fit my personal style and that I feel good in. So here's just an overview of the outfits for these white pants. Oh, this one, unflattering, I'm deleting it. But other than that, there you go. All wearable outfits. I would put these on right now and wear them out of the house. So let's move on.